What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Samurai Radio Sports Network, and hopefully the audio here sounds very fantastic. If not, it's going to be a waste of my time, but I have a new microphone for my camera, so hopefully everything sounds fantastic. But welcome. The draft has finally ended. Finally, we're here where it's a situation where we can talk about everything other than what's going to happen in the draft. We know who was picked. We know what the deal is. Everything is finally settled. Undrafted free agents are being signed. Really wanted Dylan Moses. Really wanted Jabril Cox. I know he was drafted, but that's just another side of things. I really wanted Jabril Cox. Unfortunately, here we are. Although I still think that the Miami Dolphins did have a pretty good draft. And I know, I guess, as Omar Kelly would say, it's the fan point of view of things. So we start with the first round. The Miami Dolphins went ahead and picked Jalen Waddle at pick number 6. And secured themselves a speedy and ultra-fast wide receiver who can really do a lot for the team that we didn't have last year. One of the things being he can catch the football, which is not something that we had out of a lot of our receivers last season, and a lot of the things that we didn't see out of our very fast receiver in 19 for quite some time. Of course, now you don't want 19 being a featured receiver, so that's also the fault of, well, I guess, injuries and stuff like that. However, it did come to a situation where you finally saw that the Miami Dolphins were going to have something in Jalen Waddle. I personally thought it was going to be Devonta Smith. I very so badly wanted Kyle Pitts. However, it is Jalen Waddle. I think Jalen Waddle will be great for this team. He brings an aspect, like I said, to the Miami Dolphins that they just did not have last year, and it affected them a lot, especially considering the fact that, you know, you see what he was able to do with Tua at Alabama. You saw what he was able to do before he had his injury last year. And the big thing I think we saw out of this draft was athleticism. You know, they had, and this is according to Math Bomb, also known as Ken Platt, one of the two, on Twitter. Used to work with me at PFN. I'm no longer a part of PFN, by the way. I don't know if no bad blood. But anyways, so Jalen Waddle, I don't think it's anything we all expected. You know, some people thought it was going to be Jalen Waddle. I, again, thought it was going to be Devonta Smith. I very badly wanted Kyle Pitts, and obviously that's my Florida Gator bias. But he brings a lot to the table that the Dolphins didn't have last year, and he's going to be a very effective weapon for Tua. I think him, on top of what you got in Will Fuller in free agency, brings a completely different dynamic. You got guys who have speed, can get that separation that you want, and the yards after the catch can be plentiful. By far, a lot of people considered him the best edge rusher in this draft, the best, you know, guy that could get to the passer in this draft. The only thing was the health. The only thing was the concussions. You know, tell the truth, it's very serious. You know, CTE, everything like that, and to get those injuries, to be in that situation, it's kind of hard to just kind of forget about all that stuff. I know a lot of UM fans were coming and saying, you know, it was years ago, it was this, it was that, and, you know, love your guy, absolutely love your guy. Think he's going to be a beast for the Dolphins, but of course, those concerns are there. So I know a lot of people dock the Dolphins a couple points because they drafted someone who does have a concussion history. I'm not going to do that. I like Jalen Phillips a lot, so I think that it's going to be helpful, and it's something that the Dolphins haven't had. They did not have someone last year that could get to the passer on their own. It was through blitzes. It was through, you know, having to scheme up a bunch of different things. He can get to the passer on his own, and that's something that the Dolphins did not have, which is what we need and what we've wanted for so long since Cameron Wake and Ndamukong Suh have not been here. You know, Emmanuel Ogbah did a great job, but at the same time, he can't always get there on his own. So day one, I love it. I think it's a great job by the Miami Dolphins. Jalen, Waddle, Phillips, I think it's fantastic. This is where things get very interesting because a lot of people were not happy with what was happening with the Dolphins. They wanted to get a running back, and very specifically, they wanted Najee Harris. You could hear the screams from all over the world of how badly the Dolphins wanted how badly the Dolphins wanted Najee Harris, or Dolphins fans, wanted Najee Harris, and they wanted Najee Harris so bad that things just did not work out in their favor. Of course, he gets drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then Travis Etienne goes 25 to the Jaguars, which is a great job in general, I think. You know, although there's James Robinson, you do link up, you know, new quarterback with his old running back together. They played the last season together. They played in Clemson their entire career together. So I think it's a good idea. You know, but Javonte Williams was a prized possession. Everybody wanted the Dolphins to draft Javonte Williams at 36. If you have to jump up, do it, whatever it is. They instead get jumped by the Broncos. They draft Javonte Williams, and Javon Holland is the safety out of Oregon who the Dolphins decide to go ahead and pick. I loved it. It was either him or Warwick that I wanted for the Dolphins, and then very down the line was Divine Diablo. Love the Javon Holland pick. I think, again, He does a lot for the team, and something that they kept mentioning. Look, I know I hate 19, and I know a lot of people know that I don't like 19, along with my guy Juan. But the big thing that we kept noting and that they continuously said was speed. Great, let's talk about, Jalen Waddle and Javon Holland. Exactly what they need us, what we need them to do. Great at this, and the return game. They consistently mentioned the return game, and that's something that I think needs to be, said a little bit more, because mentioning the return game, talking about this a lot, and then going out there and getting guys who can do that, maybe 19's not going to be here next year. Who knows? Anyways, I like Javon Holland. Then there you get Liam Eichenberg. I liked him. I said on Friday to my coworker that I did not want to draft Liam Eichenberg. But then after watching more tape, after seeing a lot of different things that other people had said, and just kind of, listening to other people, because of course I'm not sitting here knowing, how slow they're coming out of their kick, how, this and that. However, after listening to other people, watching some of his, film, looking at some of the statistics, everything like that, completely fine with the Liam Eichenberg pick. Again, I understand people wanted running backs, they wanted this, they wanted that. I think the top 4 is definitely very, very good, and I'm very, very happy with it. The rest of the draft, I had to stop myself there because I had a little bit of an allergy attack. But the rest of the draft, you go out there and you get Hunter Long. A lot of people question it. Boston College tight end. I think he's going to be useful. Now, again, you go out there and you see these guys, these tight ends, they don't really have the biggest first years. You're never going to get that out of them a lot of the times. It's that second, third, fourth year jump that you get out of these tight ends when they get acclimated to the NFL, they get acclimated to things. However, you look at Hunter Long, he was a good pass catcher for Boston College. He's kind of that all-around tight end that you don't have in the Mike Gesicki, and then that you don't have in the Durham Smythe. Smythe is more of a blocking tight end who can catch a little bit, but not really. And then Gesicki can't really block for his life, but he's a pass catcher. Hunter Long is kind of a little bit of the in-between there, kind of a little bit of that middle ground that you really want to see. I like the pick. I think it's going to be a good pick. And, in general, of course, we're not going to probably see a lot of Hunter Long this season. You never, ever see that with tight ends. I mean, Kyle Pitts maybe might break the barrier, but depending on how Arthur Smith in Atlanta decides to use him, who knows how that's really going to go for him. Although, of course, you can put him in the slot. I mean, Kyle Pitts isn't even a freaking tight end, man. He's a unicorn. Congrats to him going number 4. I don't like wearing number 8, but it is what it is. Anyways, however, I wanted to make sure to get something out to you guys. If you saw yesterday, I made a video about Draft Week, the experience from where I was on Thursday at Onside Radio when I was doing my show to Friday when we had the draft party at Sports Grill in Bird Road, a part of Onside Radio. I committed myself to 70 uploads this year and what I was going to do on the channel, and I'm going to get to that 70 upload streak. If you guys also didn't know, first of all, follow me on Twitter. It's down below in the description, or at Samurai Radio with 2 eyes and Samurai. Also, I'm a part of 5 Reasons Sports Network. I'm doing my show every day from 10 a.m. to noon at Onside Radio, and we've started another separate channel from 5 Reasons. It is the 5 Reasons, I guess, Dolphins channel in general, but it's the Extra Yard. It's going to be featuring myself, Juan Cardona, and Michael Christian. It's going to have every single one of our shows, so all of that's going to be there. Every show that we do every Wednesday at 7:30, and it's also going to have just separate videos. There's going to be kicking videos from me. There's going to be just breakdowns from Juan, other videos from Michael. I think he's going to play people in Madden a lot, so it's going to feature a bunch of stuff so that all that Dolphins content doesn't get saturated a lot with all the Heat stuff. Some of it will still go on the 5 Reasons channel, and it's still all a part of the 5 Reasons Sports Network, but that will all be more uploaded on the Dolphin side of things, and hopefully we can build that from the ground up and have something special there. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'm very, very excited that I have this situation where I can sit here, record in a better situation and have everything. I have the camera. I have ability now to be able to do a bunch of things. So I'm very, very excited. I'm glad that I'm posting on my channel again. I will see you guys Wednesday with another video. Again, this has been the Samurai Radio Sports Network. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.